years since the last playoff series. What did Williams just say? They're going to win one playoff. All right, coming up tonight, you make their return to the airwaves and season 3 times after their Yankees. We will see that on West Street. All three are located in the
All right, with this Wesh 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. As we take a look now what's going on outside. It's pretty calm, pretty quiet, pretty comfortable night out there here across Central Florida. So that is certainly some good news. When we take a look now at some cameras here, you're going to see that we have ourselves some really, really nice weather outside right now. There's a look in Daytona Beach coming in at 73 degrees out there right now. Downtown Orlando dropping back to 77. We take a look at Winter Park here. Good looking camera shot right there. Another beauty. We'll take this camera here and kind of give you a different view point here without any text over it. You can see a live look in the City Beautiful from our West 2 studios. Looking very, very nice. Tavares tonight. Also looking pretty good up towards the Ocala Square. In just a couple weeks, we'll start to see the Christmas decorations going up there. Daytona Beach also looking pretty good. The venue, 520 on the water, Lake Monroe tonight. That is a gorgeous looking shot right there. OIA is apparently down. And then over towards the Gulf of Mexico, we have ourselves a gorgeous sunset there over the Gulf of Mexico, over towards Epcot tonight. Also looking very, very nice out there. Hope you guys are enjoying the fine weather there. Good time to be over towards the attractions this time of year. Now, the one thing we are watching, there are a couple of showers now that have popped on it. Rick Tays, Harry Vanderkamp, Tom Perry, Beverly Wells, good to have you. There's Titusville, Port St. John. Over towards Cocoa Beach, a couple showers coming ashore here right now. Drifting off towards the south and west at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Satellite Beach, Melbourne, get ready. A couple showers going to be headed your way. And when we take a look at the wind speeds here, you can see north-northeast around 5 to 10. That onshore flow is going to help to generate these dangerous rip currents here as we head through the next couple of days. Long swells. The waves will start to increase here, though, over the next couple of days. And one other thing I think we're going to have to watch here through noon tomorrow, at times of high tides, we're going to get some minor flooding is going to be possible now across Central Florida. Take a look now at that 12-hour forecast here, overnight tonight through 7 a.m. tomorrow. 78, 73, and 70. 4 a.m. temperature 67, 7 a.m. temperature right around 66 degrees. We take a look now at the temperatures here come tomorrow morning. Denellen 61, Lynn coming in at 62. There's Bushnell 63. Ginger Comet is in the house. Janice Curry Hepburn. Terry Lonnie, good to have you guys. Look at these temperatures now. Marion, Sumter, Lake County, low 60s here, 63 Webster, Claremont coming in at about 64. Look at Orlando, 64. New Smyrna Beach, 68. Melbourne, down towards Palm Bay, coming in at about 68 degrees. Now, when we take a look at the futurecast here, you can see 7, 8, 9 through noon. We're watching that little trough of low pressure along the eastern side of the peninsula. It may bring in a couple showers tomorrow, and then a secondary front will arrive on Thursday. That will kind of freshen up our winds and keep things pretty steady with an onshore flow, meaning dangerous rip currents and some rough surf will continue as we go through the upcoming weekend. Now, temperatures tomorrow afternoon, low 80s at the beaches, and then we work our way back through the interior. DeLand 81, Leesburg 83, and Winter Haven coming in at about 85 degrees. So if you are off tomorrow and looking for a pool day, not a bad day at all. Temperatures are going to be about 83, 84 degrees. Maybe a stray passing shower, nothing more than that. When we take a look at the attractions forecast for the Magic Kingdom, 68, 79 and 81 overall. Not too bad. Over towards Universal Studios, more of the same, 70, 79, and 81. Now, we do have some football on Friday night, high school variety there. Spruce Creek's Hawks, Seminole Seminoles, 74-70. Breezy, comfy. Not a bad-looking forecast right there. And then Dr. Phil, big-time matchup here in our game of the week. The Panthers taking on the Eagles, 75-72. At kickoff, not bad. And then, of course, Biketoberfest underway this week up there in Daytona. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 82, 80, and 81. Not a bad-looking three-day stretch there. It does go through Sunday, too, by the way. Just FYI, we'll continue to update this here for you. over the next couple of days. And then the other thing going on, we've got football homecoming this weekend. The Mountaineers taking on the Knights, tailgating at 10 a.m. 74, kicking it off at 1, coming in at about 81 degrees. 81 degrees, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Of course, this weekend, come out with pride, downtown Orlando. The festival at noon kicks off there with a temperature of 80 degrees. 4 p.m. as the parade is beginning, 84 degrees, and then 9:30 fireworks kicking on in, and a temperature there of about 79. All right, let's switch gears, head to the tropics here. I wanted to give you a little update comparison, the NOAA forecast versus what's going on right now. Their forecast called for 13 to 18 named storms. We've had 12 so far, so we get one more, and it's on the low end of their forecast. The average is about 14. We've had 4 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. That is right on par with normal. So we'll see what happens. There is a hint potentially now of the model's trying to do something in the Caribbean, not this week, but next week. So we'll keep you posted on that. I do want you to keep checking back in. Currently, though, we're still keeping an eye on Lorenzo. Ragged getting sheared out big time tonight as it pulls off towards the northeast. This one is not expected to be around much longer. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is possible development area that we're watching for next week happens to be the Caribbean. A wave will move in and could potentially develop. Now, there's a lot of different scenarios. Again, when it's this far out, we just want you to keep checking back in. We'll highlight the area there for you. Most of the models go due west. A few of them start to curve towards the end. The GFS is one of them that curves towards Cuba and the Bahamas towards the end of the month. And, the reason why we want you to watch this is that the one area this year that hasn't really been tapped into, where there's a lot of tropical cyclone heat potential, meaning warm, deep water for something to develop, is between Belize City, Kingston, Cancun, and Havana. So that's why we want you to just keep checking back in for updates on that. When you look at the 2025 storm names, folks, the next named storm would be Melissa. The next named storm would be Melissa. We've had 8 tropical storms, pardon me, and 4 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes. That's pretty impressive right there. So again, the next named storm would be Melissa, and then after that it would be Nestor. So the tropical scorecard, again, 7 subtropical, 1 hurricane, 3 major hurricanes. So again, it's been about normal for the year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me do something here real quick. We've had 8 tropical storms. I got to add Lorenzo to that there real quick. Make this an 8. Get that up to snuff. There we go. So 8 tropical storms, 1 hurricane, and 3 major hurricanes. There's your 12 named storms. Tanya Rogers, look at that. Bill Linton's in the house. Christine Lance, good to have you there, Christine. Always appreciate you popping in. All right, so let's take a look at some of the long-range forecasts here and kind of give you an idea. So there's Lorenzo getting sheared apart south of Lorenzo. There's another wave there. Approaches the Windward Islands on Sunday, October the 19th, little trough to the north of that, and then it kind of gets ripped up a little bit and then tries to redevelop there as a series of troughs goes by to the west. Notice what the models are doing there with the Euro. They are pulling it to the west, and then there's another very strong front near Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Does that pull this then back to the north, or does the previous front keep it in check off towards the south? That's one of the scenarios. Here's the GFS scenario. Again, Lorenzo gets ripped apart. There's that next wave coming into the Eastern Caribbean on the 20th, developing there on the 22nd and 23rd, just south of Jamaica. And you can see there's a front just to the north of Florida on the 24th. So both of the models are hinting at something in the Caribbean from a wind standpoint. You can see there's the Euro, little something south of Jamaica on Saturday. Long range there, so that's something that we would also want to keep tabs on and watch for everybody down the road. So again, nothing to get worried about right now, but just an area that we're watching We don't remember hurricane season goes until the end of November. To the end of November. So that's why we always say keep checking back in for more. All right, 7-day forecast, and then I want to show you where it's snowing. Yes, where it's snowing. Kit Kat's in the house. Aline Rish, Tanya, no hurricane talk. Kit, hope you're doing well, girl. How's the family, by the way? Good evening to you, Dina. Let's see here. Beautiful in Palm Coast, says Kit Kat. Love that. Love that. Coastal 7-day forecast. Watching the high rip current concerns. That is, we think, going to be the biggest concern here going forward. So we definitely want you to watch that with us here over the next 5 to 7 days. So best rain chance I think is Sunday night on Monday. We take a look at the Orlando 7-day forecast there. You can see a little warmer Sunday out ahead of that next developing storm system. Mark Davis in from Lakeland tonight, checking in with us. Sunday night, Monday, a little bit of rain there, potentially headed our way with that next storm system that'll move in and then begin to give us a little bit of rain. And by that time, we're going to need some rain. Francis Loyacato's in the house. Rennie Lolo, William Britsky. Let's see there. The Hansonator, Kit Kat. There you go. In the house. There it is. Keep your morning agree. Tanya, love that. How do you do? Says Jay Nance. Jay, hope you're doing well there, girl. Hope you had a good day. All right, so we have snow falling across the United States. Let me show you, break this down for you. We have Bike Week. Kit Kat gave that forecast. I'll show it to you here again in a second. What are you riding these days, by the way, Kitty Cat? All right, so look at the snow. Out west, California, Nevada getting in on the snow. A rainy day in Minneapolis over towards Wisconsin. A little bit of snow in the mountains of Montana. Temperatures, by the way, looking like this. Joseph, yep, Tango. It is cold across the U.S.-Canadian border. Cool in the northeast. Cool out west. Cold in the mountains of California, Nevada. So let's look at the snowpack here. It is starting to grow as we're getting into mid to late October. Not unusual. This is typical. Out west, you can see lots of snow there. And up in Canada, look at all that snow developing up that way. Let's take a look at those temperatures here. I'll show you what it looks like. Ooh, 24 in Point Barrow. Look at all the purple now. The nights are getting longer and longer up there. Yep, give me a second. Get to that here for you. Barb D'Souza. Rennie late taking my baby girl. Ooh, tell her I said hi, by the way, Barb. Heritage, nice. Jane Teresa in the house. JTT, what up? All right, 43 Nome, 40 Fairbanks, 39 in a New Vic, Fort Ross 28. Look at that front coming through the soon to be the Great Lakes. There you go. Hudson's Bay area there. Saskatoon, 43, Thompson 34. Mark, most of the weekend is going to be good. I think Sunday late on into the overnight we'll have a little bit of rain. Don't miss that Michigan weather, says Tanya. Yakutsk, we got 25 from Tom Perry. They were in the teens yesterday. All right, DC 63, Dallas 83, Havana 81, Belize City 82, Caracas 84, Manaus 73, La Paz, Bolivia 46, Buenos Aires 66, Punta Arenas 43, Cape Town coming at 50. Hang in there, Elizabeth. There it is. So there's Luanda 75, Cape Town 50, Niamey 84, Rabat, Morocco 57, Egypt coming in at 70, Oslo 39, Moscow 37, Baku 57. Ooh wee! Astana and Yakutsk 10, Bratsk coming in at 12, Ulaanbaatar coming in at 21. Beijing 57, Tokyo 64, Hong Kong 84, Makassar 81. And we take a look at Alice Springs coming in at about 81 degrees. Getting warmer down under now. Spring is sprung down under. Bora Bora at 86. And there's Hawaii, 83, 88, 88. Hilo coming in at 84 degrees. Terry Waters is in the house. Terry, good to have you there. All right, somebody wanted to see the Bike Week forecast. There we go. There it is. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can see. Not bad. 82, 80, and 81. 82, 80, and 81. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Looking good. Thank you, Bar. Appreciate you, those kind words there. Tom Perry's in the house. Mark Davis, get my. Ooh, nitro. There you go. There you go. Mark, thought you had a V-Rod, but I guess it's the Harley Night Train. 82, 80, 81. Not bad. That is a good looking forecast. Weekend planner. There you go. 84, 87. And one thing I did not show is the Gator forecast for the Gator fans in here. 78, 83. Good looking forecast for the game on Saturday. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. There it is. Atlantic season. We've had 12 named storms, 4 hurricanes, 3 major. There you go. And then, again, if you're just getting on in, an area that we may want to watch come next week is going to be the Caribbean. And there may be some models are hinting at maybe some development there, chance for development. So just keep checking back in. Just a quick little friendly reminder that hurricane season doesn't end until the end of November. Let's see. Oh, Tanya, tell him I hope he feels better. Let's see. Velis again, wiggy wiggy. Thank you, Velis. Appreciate those kind words there. So there it is. There's a look at that. All right, let me show you the 7-day here one more time. Then I'll let you guys do your thing. Again, along the coast, it's all about the rip current risk staying elevated through the upcoming weekend. And then we get into Sunday, Monday, a little bit of rain as our next storm system potentially arrives our way. Tuesday coming in at 83. And then through the interior, a little bit warmer, especially over the weekend. Sunday, Monday, 87, 86. Tuesday, 86, as you can see right there. Middle upper 80s. Could even be a couple thunderstorms there by Monday afternoon. So we'll see about that. 212 Glide Ultra. Ooh, nice, Marcus. Love that. There you go. We've done this. Tanya, please don't jinx us yet, okay, girl? All right, I'm going to let you guys rock and roll, do your thing. I'm going to wrap this puppy up and then start making some updates for tonight's 10 at 11. You guys are a great group, an awesome group. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Again, I'm here all week, so I will be doing these Facebook Lives each night, right around 8. All right, guys, take care. See you tonight at 10 on the CW18, and again at 11 on West 2. Ta-ta.